What the happening? We got Saib here. Give you another cast between a friend of mine, MrGurner, spawning as a pink Protoss down in the 7 o'clock position. And over here we got his bud, BumwithGuns, spawning in the 1 o'clock position as the purple Zerg. Alright, we're going to get into this. We got the Protoss, the Zerg over here scouting a close off position. Always a good thing to do. If you really don't know your Zerg very well, and one thing we like to do is as soon as we see any corner of this base, these overlords have slightly more sight than the Nexus. And they'll be able to spot that off, and then you're going to want to turn your overlord away, not to give away your own position yourself. Protoss or Terrans sometimes like to move a drone or probe SCV or whatever you would like to see over here to see if they can see any incoming overlord, to check for that close position, but he's not going to do this. Overlord over here not going to see anything, so we're going to check a different position. So we got pink dropping down the pylon on the low ground. This can only usually mean a fast expansion. Probably going to put gateways or fast forge over here. So purples are going over here, not seeing very much over here. Going to check the lower position. Pretty much telling you the obvious. Really slow right now. What else is there to talk about at the moment? Anyways, okay, we got a probe coming down here. Looks like he's going to drop a fast Nexus. I really like this kind of build. It's one of my favorite builds. If you were watching GSLs, I really love the GSLs. I was watching the first round of 64, Fruit Dealer versus Ace. Ace really opened up with that build very often. Nexus before Gate, pretty big fan of this build. Pro finally spotting the Zergs over here. When you're scouting your Zerg, if you're new to the game, you want to look for that pool. You want to see how early that pool is. You want to find out if they're hatchery first or if they're pool first, and how many gases. Tried to stop that pool, just wasn't able to pull it off. This probe's going to start looking around, getting harassed a little bit, but nothing new. Zerg over here is scouting everything. He's going to see there's a forge down, there's a Nexus down. He knows there's going to be a forge fast expansion. Now, Zerg has two ways to counter this. I've mentioned it before in the other video. One, you can do a speed roachling attack. Now, what this does is that the cannons are going to go right over here. You're probably going to get a gate or cyber core right over here. And you're going to be able to outrange the cannons with your roaches. This is going to force any Protoss to somehow go around the side and engage, or you might be able to pick off a forge or a gateway, slowing down by a lot. There's cannon a little bit further back. Two drones coming in, not really sure why. I guess this drone was just sent to follow him all the way from base. Brought him all the way back home. Now I got two drones on there, two pylons right over here. I slightly don't agree with this layout. I would prefer the gate to go in front of the pylon. The only reason about this is playing Zerg, being a Zerg player myself, whenever I see these pylons right in the open position, I love to Bane bust these things. And people are like, hey, Bane busting a Protoss, is that even possible? And I'll tell you, yes, it is very possible. Which is why they had they changed their build layouts. They used to have the pylons in the front go over here in the top position, changed that to the gate on the side, but now you usually wall off with a gate and a side core, leaving a little small area for the Zealot to block it off, then pour it on by a whole bunch of either a sentry or some stalkers over here, snipe out any links coming in. Anyways, Protoss over here, getting that fast expand, going triple gas right off the bat. Usually for Zerg it's customary to quad gas. That's a lot of gas. Zerg over here already picking off these rocks. Going to probably try to go for a third expansion. Let's go to production tab. Is he going for roach stun? He is going for a roach stun. Income, we have 27 and 23 harvesters right now. If you do want to do a roachling push on a fast expand Protoss, probably want to stop your harvester income, your harvester creation down, production, excuse me, at around 20 to 25. So it doesn't really seem like Zerg is going to go for that roachling push. Over here, we're starting to see metabolic boosts being researched, getting a lot of drone production right now. Unit tab, we got 33 to 31 drones, 10 lings on the board, no army for Protoss. Protoss and Terran always like to feel very safe. We're seeing a speed tech over here all the way to Twilight Council. Very fast on one gate production. Getting those pylons in the back, getting those pylons on the side. I don't know, probably spot on any night his canals. And the rocks do go down. He is going to go for that third hatch. It's going to be a macro game, and one of the most, double tech, double upgrades, very awesome, Idra style play. One thing about your third hatch expansions, just learning this myself, one of the hardest things to keep up is you have to try and keep your minerals and resources, your minerals and gas down at the same time. Very hard to keep up with three base mining income. Really boosts your income, but if you can keep up with it, you can be a boss. So currently right now we have Pink Protoss ahead in the income. This probe is just going to get in there. No guards. A little bit customary for some Zergs to drop down a spine crawler at the front, but just didn't do that. So MrGurner going to spot out that roach den. Going to be able to counter that. Either going to go Immortals. Is he going to go for Blink? I'm not really sure. No tech right now. Dropping 3 gates. So he knows what he wants. Templar Archives going down. High Templars may see some storm over here. Researching that storm. Saib calls it because he's the man. Over here we're going to have Zerg missile attacks +1. So BumwithGuns is going to push that roach tech. Another thing over here, I like to get a third queen. Apparently BumwithGuns does not. Not getting that creep. Oh, he does have that third queen. Very awesome right now. But I would suggest that he does connect his bases. All for the fact that some people enjoy. I mean, he hasn't scouted him right now. He doesn't know where there's voids coming in. Right now we have a hidden pylon all the way in the back. MrGurner warping in. 4 High Templars. This is going to be a really epic storm harass. Going to allow those to gain some energy. Even in Diamond League, you know what? It happens. He's really getting some cannons up. He's guarding in. BumwithGuns is starting to break down the back rocks. Just waiting for these, just getting a little bit of energy. It would be even funnier if you went to Archon Warps from there and just started splash damaging. I don't think BumwithGuns would be able to. Unit tabs, we have only 10 Zerglings and 3 Queens to keep up with that. Back to the production tab. Back to production tab. We have Gleo Reconstitutions coming in. We got armor, and here comes the High Templar harass, just not spawning out. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 storms going down, breaking out the harvester count, and going into Archons. Very awesome. BumwithGuns saying WTF. In Hawaii that means where's the food, but in other places it means something else. Just start sniping that. I don't agree with sniping the drone still. Go for the pool. Break down this. Break down the roach speed. Get the Evo chambers. Why are you going for the gas? Zerg's still working those back rocks. Connecting the bases with the drones right now. Income much lower. The roaches are just coming out. Archons and Zealots and Swarms starting to get over here. Starting to pick up, attack, not starting to fight off the roaches. Here come the roaches. Army tabs a little bit higher for purple right now. This army is definitely not going to hold out. I think he could have done a little more damage, but that income attack was definitely worth it. Purple roaches coming in, gonna find these High Templars. A couple storms doing a lot of damage, but sadly, if Burrow, he just not researching Burrow right now, which he will need eventually. From here, it's going to be interesting to see if he goes up to Colossus. We have an Overseer going in, scouting in 5 gates. No, for that 6 gate. No, there's the Robo. 2 Robos, going to go into Colossus. It is my guess. Coming in with a High Templar, does not know about these lings yet. Probably should have gotten a pylon over here just to check on this rock going down. Over here, starting to drone back up. Trying to match that income right now. 57 harvesters at Pro.